Hi, my name is Vera Jimenez, and today we're making chile rellenos. I like to roast them easily on an open flame just because I feel like I have better control. All right, so I'm just gonna use a pair of tongs just so that I don't burn myself. If you're like my mom and you're real tough, you can do it with your plain hands, but I'm not that tough and I don't want to get burned. This is very similar to my mom's chile relleno recipe, but I've altered it just a little bit. She stuffs hers with potatoes and cheese. I like to use really lean turkey and cheese to stuff them. The other thing that I do that's a little bit different from my mom's recipe is I bake them instead of fry them. Sometimes they whistle a little bit. And that's basically that whistling sound that you hear is actually the skin as it's about to burst. It's a little bit of steam. So I've got my peppers in the plastic bag. They're steaming. That's going to release the skin, and it's also going to cook the pepper a little bit. While these chilies steam, you start getting your stuffing ready. I've got a little combination of red onion and white onion and garlic. And this is just one medium-sized Roma tomato that I've diced. When I was trying to ask my mom what she thought about my altering her recipe from the potato to the turkey, she thought it was a little bit odd. She'd say, "What are you doing? You've seen me do it 100 times. Is this how I do it? Is this how I do it?" So finally she said, "Okay, well, give it a try and then tell me how it comes out." So I've added my turkey, and now I'm just going to brown that. Cover it up for a little bit so that it continues to cook. So while that meat cooks, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning the peppers. You've cooked the pepper enough so that you can handle it. See how it's kind of malleable? It's easy, it doesn't crack. So I'll be able to split it and pull the seed right out. But the other thing too about not overcooking the peppers is they're still gonna have that good, green, fresh taste of a pepper. It's gonna be very vivid and alive. It'll be really yummy. Okay, so that's it. The peppers are done. They're clean, they're seeded. I'm going to rinse my hands because these are working hands, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so at this point, the meat is cooked. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the turkey and I'm gonna mix it with the cheese so that we can stuff these. This is Queso Fresco, and this is like cheddar, Monterey Jack, and asadero. So you're just gonna mix it all together. This is home cooking. We use our hands. They're clean. I just washed them. You're gonna dredge the chili in the flour, and then you're gonna mix it into the batter that you've mixed. You just give it a little roll. There's the seam there, and then you lay it down. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on top of each chili for a couple of reasons. First of all, I wanna cover up the seam where the chili was stuffed before I bake it. And then the other reason is because when it bakes, they're gonna turn golden brown and it's gonna look really pretty and appetizing. But I'm gonna wash my hands. So Wade, that sounded okay? Forrest, all good? How's it looking on your end? Alana, you want more coffee? All right, this is tomatoes, onion, garlic, a little bit of water, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of flour for thickening. This will be the fastest sauce you'll ever see, watch. Okay, so that's it. Once you put the tomatoes in, you'll see it go from this frothy, pale, orangish color to a bright color. See, at this point, that color's starting to get uniform. It's no longer that frothy, and the onions are actually cooking and burning. The oven's ready, do you hear that? This will be ready in like another minute. I'm gonna take the peppers out. These are hot. So now they're done, they're cooked. I'm gonna grab the tortillas and I'm gonna plate them up so you can see what they look like when they're done. These are just little mini tortillas. You can use the big ones. I always have a bag of them in the house. And then here's that sauce that we made. And that's it. Appetito. Now that it's done, we're gonna give it a taste. It's really good. I'm Vera. We'll see you next time.